Hi, my name is Mike Sailing. I'm a construction manager for a regional cellular telephone company, and I'd like to talk to you today about building a cellular network. What is a cellular network? It's a series of towers, antennas, small radio equipment buildings strategically placed throughout a city, transmitting and receiving a cellular signal from your mobile vehicle, allowing you to communicate just about anywhere within the coverage area. Cellular, unlike the landline telephone companies, is limited in its coverage areas by the FCC, and those boundaries are predetermined in every city. I'd like to give you a generic overview of the concept of cellular so that we can begin on how we build a cellular network. I'd like for you to envision having two tools. One is a 50-mile radius map of the city in which you live, and the other is a stack of octagon-shaped cards. This map will be in the scale of 1 inch equals 1 mile, and these cards will be 8 inches in diameter, which represents 8 miles. So on the table, you'll place the map, and then in the center of the map, begin placing the octagon-shaped cards until you have completely covered the map. This will represent a cell or a coverage area. Each cell is independent and will have its own antenna or tower somewhere in the center of that coverage area. Now, the importance of that is that when a phone call is made and a vehicle travels from one coverage area into the next, and the signal gets weaker as it leaves one coverage area and it gets stronger as it goes to the next coverage area, the signal is automatically transferred without the caller knowing that that has happened. So in that process, the radio engineers are the next ones to get involved here. With the use of topographical maps, commuter routes, and traffic patterns, they determine where best an antenna might go in that coverage area. And once they've given these coordinates, we employ real estate consultants who go out into the country and try to find property that best suit those longitude and latitude coordinates. And if the real estate consultants have any luck, they come back and they have reached a lease agreement with one of these people, and the zoning process begins. At that time, we prepare a survey, we prepare site plans, we prepare engineering drawings, and we take this to the local jurisdiction, county, city, wherever this property may be located. And the zoning process seems to be the most tedious process that we go through. It can take anywhere from 6 weeks to 6 months, and usually it's just a very tedious process, and some of the problems we've had have been in the high concentrated areas of cellular use seem to be the most difficult to get zoning, because the people, we call it the NIMBY syndrome, not in my backyard. And I can understand. I don't know that I would want an antenna in the back of my yard either. So forth, the zoning process becomes very tedious. So having, let's say that we do get zoning approved, and we go out and we prepare, the engineers go out and prepare soil borings of the property so that we can begin to engineer the tower foundation and building foundations. And this process can take anywhere from 1 month to 6 months, depending on the jurisdiction that you're located in. Once the engineering is complete and we have drawings sufficient to go to the county, city, or jurisdiction that we're applying for, we submit these drawings for their approval to obtain a building permit. At that time, and this process could take anywhere from 6 hours to 6 weeks, depending upon the nature of the drawings, the type of construction, and the jurisdiction that you're in. And once the building permit is issued, that's when my job really starts. I'm given a set of drawings, I'm given a location, and I'm given a time schedule. And time is very important in that I get this built on time, on budget, and in a timely manner. So the first thing I do is go out, find the site, and begin to develop the site. If there are trees that have to be removed, the trees are removed. If there's a driveway that has to be put in, we excavate and put the driveway down. The next part of the process is clearing the land around the site and preparing it for the concrete foundation for the tower. And this can be a very tedious process also, where especially in the Atlantic coastal plain we have very sandy soils, and the process of drilling 60 and 70 feet into the ground creates quite a mess. And it's an environmental issue also, where the mess that I make cannot go out of the bounds of my leased area. So having done this successfully and the tower foundation is complete and I erect my building, we come back in and the tower is erected. And that process usually takes 4 or 5 days, and it's quite a sight. The first time I saw a tower erected, I thought, my goodness gracious, the guys look like ants up there, and it looks very dangerous, but these guys are professionals, and I've been in this business 8 years and we've never had a serious accident. So having had the tower erected, the building placed, the driveway in, the next step is the power company, the commercial power company and the telephone company in that area bring their utilities into the site. They get hooked up into the building and the equipment inside is activated, the cell site is turned on, and another area has cellular coverage. Thank you.